So as I sat with what to say today, I have 2 days, and then I get in the car and I don't know what. What will it lead? Where will I be led to? I realized after all these years together that this wasn't going to be some profound teaching. That's already been done. You've already been given all the teachings that you need, that I need. These are representative of every Dharma, almost every Dharma I have ever given for the last 10 years. So because I couldn't figure out what, I'll just start reading, and then that's funny. That's funny. I'm being funny. Yeah. It represents a lot to me because it's my own cultivation. And I wanted the words to be present here, even though I will not read them. But they're everything that the Buddha ever taught, everything that you've ever been given. And the process of a teacher is to simply guide, not bring something new in, just to help you remember why you're here. So that's always a question I've asked in almost all my retreats. Why are you here? Now, I could say, oh, it's about me, but that's something we're trying to get rid of. I hope it's a gathering to be part of the Dharma, to be here because you aspire to move forward, to freedom, to freedom. I've had the privilege of being here at Heartwood at Osceola, to be at the Social Sangha, to be at Johnson City Sangha, to be in Burnsville Sangha, to lead retreats, to have and been part of the conversations that were informal, that were part of how this all happens. So the Dharma is just simply another Buddha teaching that we pull from, something that you already have. So as I continue to think, what could I possibly say? I came up with 3 things. Sangha, you all. Time, and practice, Time is such a curious thing, isn't it? I mean, we think we have it, but tomorrow, right? Tomorrow I'll practice more. Tomorrow I'll ask for forgiveness. Tomorrow I'll say I love you. Tomorrow I'll do what needs to be done. And the Buddha tells us very clearly, there is no promise for tomorrow or even this afternoon. We make plans around time. We always think there'll be the next retreat, the next Dharma talk, that we will always have the next moment. And we won't. Everything that arises passes away. Not because life is cruel, but because that's simply the nature of things. Impermanence isn't a problem to solve. It's the way life expresses itself. Impermanence. Looking back over these last years, many years actually, it's 14 since I first met Venerable, 10 that I've lived here, 8 as her assistant. I never thought this was on the screen, the view, being here talking to you as if this will be my last Dharma talk. And it is. It is my last Dharma talk for now. Who knows what tomorrow brings? I thought that I would be here for new and creative programming. I thought I would be here for more teachings. And I thought that I would be here to continue to grow with you. There were Dharma talks and meals, work projects, many, many, many projects. The signal was fast and flowing over and over again. There was laughter, disagreements, ordinary moments. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all ordinary, unless they're not. And we're the ones that allow the ordinariness to pass. We had ceremonies. I had my ceremony as a novice. Some of you may have been there. It was pretty much this full, and I hadn't a clue what I was doing as a novice, thanks to Venerable. Same was true for my higher ordination. Same was true for going to India. Same was true, but there were ceremonies, refuge ceremonies that many of you took part in, making an agreement with yourself to follow the Buddha. There were other refuge ceremonies with Kadara, Usita, and then her higher ordination. We watched leaves fall and then come back again, impermanence. We watched people arrive who were searching for something they didn't know and welcome them. And we watched people leave because there was something else that they were searching for. One day became another. And those ordinary days became life. Buddha Master often reminds us that we don't really possess anything. Not even this body, not even our relationships, not even our monastery. We simply borrow them just for a little while. Just for a little while. Knowing that doesn't diminish the love that comes as a Sangha. It deepens it. But I didn't imagine this, and of course, the Buddha was wiser than my imagination, because as I grew, I stepped into another way of being over and over again. It doesn't just stop with one knowing or one understanding. You know, just because things pass doesn't mean it's good or bad. It's just change. Can we get that? Can we understand that? It's just change. Near the end of his life, as the Buddha prepared for his own death, many monks were anxious, similar to when the Venerables Paniwati and Panyadipa passed on. What would become of us? It is such a human question. What will become of us? Who will guide us? Who will care for us? Who will teach us? And the Buddha replied, be islands unto yourself. Be your own refuge, with the Dharma as your island. And the masters, along with Buddha Master and Buddha himself, there to guide us and point us the direction. Time. It's a journey which passes quickly.
Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captured on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle again. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet too slow, the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captured on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle again. So the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, really better dreams, and plenty before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captured on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle again. And go round and round and round in a circle again.
Time. That was just a lifetime we just experienced, Johnny Mitchell. But isn't it true? Isn't it true? We were just this high, and now we're not. So Sangha is not confined to this building or all the buildings that we have been in. It's not the building. Sangha exists wherever people sincerely practice generosity, virtue, patience, wisdom. Wherever someone sits quietly with their own restless mind. That's Sangha. Wherever compassion is chosen over fear. Compassion chosen over fear. That is where we remain connected. The Buddha said that admirable friendship, the Sangha, is not half of the holy life. It is the whole of the holy life. The whole. Not because we all agree, not because we all are alike, but because we help each other wake up. Sometimes with kindness, sometimes with patience, sometimes by irritating one another enough to expose another place where we are still changing. Sangha has taught me far more than I have ever taught the Sangha. You've given me opportunities to practice generosity when I wanted to hold on. Patience when I wanted certainty. Humility when I thought I understood. Forgiveness that we have discovered is really part of the package. This monastery has never really been about buildings, ever. It has always been about people willing to keep showing up, to meditate, to question, to laugh, to grieve, to begin again. We have created a garden. We have tilled the soil. We have planted the seeds. And it is important to remember the garden does not tend itself. It needs all of us. All of us. As you all know, we have a flower farm growing. You may have, if not, you will see some of the flowers that have been already picked and available for dana if you so wish. The Sangha doesn't tend itself either. Each generation receives it, cares for it, then places it gently into someone else's hands. Together, like this.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a break in the hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, man is made of dreams and bones. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Rain for rain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. Old crow watching hunger thee from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feather beneath my bed. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a break in the hoe and a piece of fertile ground. And inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down.
The garden. I mean, everything that John Denver still resonates with me. I'm sorry. Isn't that how it's done? Tending to the garden, whether it's out there or in here. What do you do to tend to your garden, whether it's your family, at work, or the Sangha? What do you do? What tools do you use? How do you nourish the soil so that it can thrive? Your soil, but also the Sangha soil. It requires all of us. All of us. Critical. Think for a moment how you too, when you walk out this door, will tend to your gardens. And you don't have just one, there are many. Some people have asked if I'm leaving the monastic life. What? Get rid of these? No. No. Took a long time to get to this place. I'm not just going to throw them off. They're too important to me. The holy life is important to me. You all are important to me. It has helped me grow to where I am today. I am not leaving the monastic life. I'm simply changing the form that this life will take. The Buddha taught us to know when to hold on and when to let go. Holding on was always something that was familiar and something I did very well. Holding on. Right, Rob? Holding on. We don't want to let go of things that are familiar, that matter to us, because then what? Oh my God, then what? What is your then what? And how is that keeping you from letting go? Whatever that letting go is. Because it's me, it's my identity. It's who I am, it's what I do. And we couch it in terms that make sense. But as I've always said, go underneath and underneath and underneath to find what's really there. So, letting go. Many of you know transitions are very difficult for me. And so this is exactly what's also going on for me. It's taken me forever to pack, unpack, and then pack and get rid of all sorts of stuff. Sita kept coming down going, oh, there's a lot left to do. And then later on, oh, there's a lot left to do. And after a while, I say, shh. But she was right. Partly because I brought so many things from Oregon and put them up in the closet, and there they stay. And stayed. And stayed, because I didn't want to deal with it. Anybody have that issue? Don't wait. Don't wait. For me, this whole Dharma, this whole Sangha, this whole time here has been my practice. Caring for the venerables, Panyadipa and Panyawati. Leadership and transitions that we've been through. Organizing a community through grief recently, and finally recognizing the limits of my own health. I'm not leaving because I have less faith in the Dharma. In fact, I'm stepping into it because I have more faith than I have ever had. I go with gratitude, with confidence in this community, all of you, and with a heart that remains committed to the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Some people have asked, is it difficult? Of course it is. It's very difficult. You have been my life, my family. It's difficult to walk away. So instead of saying ending, I have come with the word, as I've shared, completion. I've completed this part. What are you completing, or what do you need to complete? And what does that look like? How will that be for you? Is it time? Anything we have loved deeply asks something of us when it's time to let go. Everything. It is simply part of the path. It's the practice. It's the cultivation. Buddha never asked us to cling to roles, although it's important to step up to certain roles. The roles of a monk, the roles of a teacher, the roles of a leader, of a student. He only asks us to practice. For a while, my practice looked like helping to lead this community. Before I even came here, practice was hours and hours of working with children and families. That was a lifeline for me. Now my practice is taking me in another direction, not away from the Dharma, not away from the monastic life, but deeper into listening. As many of you know, from the Dharma seat or in our Dharma studies, I've really been talking about listening. In the retreat at Social Sangha, we did an exercise on just listening. Just listening. If there's not anything else you do, listen. Listen and not be framing the answer or the next question, but just listen. So I'm stepping even deeper into listening and into simplicity. Thank God. When I left Alaska, I had one backpack. What happened? Oh, to be back in those days. Simplicity. It doesn't really mean necessarily stuff. It means our mind, how chaotic, how full our mind is. All the time. Simplicity. Into discovering once and again that what remains is not titles, not responsibilities, but to gently lay them down. And the path has not ended. It simply bends where I cannot see. When I lived in Alaska, we would hike at the end of the day and hike. I said, let's just see what's around the next corner. And let's just see what's around the next corner. And pretty soon, we were really far out there. And it just kept getting more beautiful and more incredible. Let your path be that. Go looking for the next corner and be open to see what's there. What will come? Who knows? So my cultivation did not happen on the cushion in the chair. Some of it did, but most of it was at doing the dishes, cleaning, filling the gas tank, as painful as that's gotten to be. Sitting with someone who is in grief, helping someone sort out what next. Noticing my own impatience has been part of my cultivation. And hoping to see that impatience before it becomes speech. The ordinary moments have always been the training grounds. They always will be. Tending to the garden, as John Denver said in his song. So this is not going to be an all-night, all-right event. But I'm not quite there at the end yet. I have you captured. So I'm going to continue. I came across 10 things for myself that I wanted to say, primarily to my monastic sisters. Sada, Kadara, Lusita. Now it's up to you. Practice never ends. Leaving this monastery isn't leaving the practice. If anything, it's another expression of the practice. The Buddha didn't ask us to cling to places of roles or responsibilities. He asked us to understand conditions, respond wisely, and keep walking the path. I've got my own thinking. Practice never ends. That's my first one. To my sisters and to you, the Sangha, trust the path. We often want to know exactly what's before we take the next step. But the Dharma has taught me something very different. We don't always see the whole path. We simply see the next step. We meet that step with mindfulness and compassion, the one after it reveals itself. The next one is Sangha. You have been my teachers, all of you, as much as anyone I've ever studied with. You reflected back, my attachments, my blind spots, my joys, and my capacity to love. Sangha isn't just where we find support. It's where we discover ourselves. Compassion. If there's one thing I hope we've all learned together, it's to be a little gentler. That certainly has been true for us. To be gentle with ourselves and with each other. We all carry burdens that aren't always visible. Compassion is rarely dramatic. Usually it's simply choosing not to add more suffering. That all famous word, impermanence. Impermanence has stopped feeling like a bad word to me. When I first really started looking at it, I thought, oh, what? It became one of the deepest expressions of compassion because things change. Healing is possible. Because things change, healing is possible. Because things change, resentment can soften. Because things change, awakening becomes the practice. Dharma has become my life. Not as a doctrine, but as something lived. And so Dharma is something to live. After all these years, I've come to trust that Dharma isn't something we master. It's something we keep returning to. Every morning, every afternoon, and every evening. Every disappointment, every joy. Each one asks the same question. Can you meet this with awareness instead of habit? That's the practice. Practice is ordinary. We're expecting angels to come down, and maybe they will. But for the most part, it's ordinary. Most of my cultivation, as I said, did not happen on the cushion. It happened with each of you. With that drive down Church Street, and as you all know, maybe not all of you. I went to go to a new lane, and a honk, and a flipping of a finger. And it was at that moment I simply asked the Holy Ones to bless that being. A long time ago, or maybe not so long ago, I would have wanted to give it back to him. But I didn't, because of the Dharma, because of my practice. And I was a lot less agitated. And in fact, I was comforted by being able to wish him well, wish him to have less suffering. After years in robes, years of serving this community, years of trying to do my best, I've realized that practice isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming less tangled with the person I imagined myself to be. Every time the self relaxes its grip, the heart becomes a little more available to life, as has been true here with you all. Please don't compare your practice to anyone else. Don't wait for some perfect retreat, some perfect teacher, or some perfect state of mind. This breath is the practice. This conversation is the practice. This moment of joy, this moment of grief, this is where the Dharma is asking us to live. This is the Sangha. This is us together.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it will turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for everyone.
The Dharma has never asked me to hold on. It has only ever asked me to pay attention, to let go, and to love more deeply. So the essence of my journey, it speaks of time, speaks of the Sangha, of stepping away from leadership and of continuing the holy life. Nothing essential is ending. The forms are changing, but the practice, the quiet work of waking up, goes on. Tending to the garden. There's anything I hope you remember from me, it isn't something I said in a Dharma talk, although that would be good. I hope you remember to trust the practice, the Dharma. Trust your own capacity to awaken. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until your meditation is perfect. Don't wait until fear disappears. Practice now. Love now. Forgive now. Serve now. Remember kindness. Remember generosity. Remember to watch the mind and then release the mind. Remember that every difficult moment can become the path, is the path. This is what our teachers have really hoped for and that I wish for. The Buddha did not promise us certainty. He offered us a path. Walk it. Support one another. Keep tending the garden, because the garden doesn't tend itself. Thank you all for allowing me to walk beside you for this stretch of the journey. I leave with nothing, well, almost nothing, but gratitude. May you trust your own practice. May your practice deepen. May you stop believing every fearful thought. May you discover that awareness is always closer than your worries. May your kindness become effortless. May your wisdom mature and continue to deepen. And when your own time of leaving comes, and it will come for every one of us, may you leave lightly, with gratitude, without regret, knowing you loved well and served well. May compassion continue to flower here long after I have gone. And may we all continue walking toward freedom wherever our feet may carry us. And with that, I have one last song, or sort of one last song, that kind of says it all for me.
I've always been and I'll always be that way. So here goes nothing. I'm taking a chance. I'm opening up, knowing that I'm in good hands. And here goes everything. It's all on the line. Oh, but I'm not afraid this time. Some say crazy, some say naive, to close my eyes and take the lead. But I know better, 'cause I believe, even in the dark, my soul can see. So when my mind plays its usual game, oh, my answer is always the same. Here goes nothing. I'm taking a chance. I'm opening up, knowing that I'm in good hands. And here goes everything. It's all on the line. No, but I'm not afraid this time. Here goes nothing. I'm taking a chance. I'm opening up, knowing that I'm in good hands. And here goes everything. It's all on the line. No, but I'm not afraid this time. No, I'm not afraid this time. No, I'm not afraid this time. 'Cause I'm okay. I've always been, and I'll always be that way. I'm okay. I've always been, and I'll always be
As we bring this time together to a close, let us pause for a moment and reflect on the goodness that has arisen here today. Whatever wisdom has been shared, whatever kindness has been offered, whatever moments of stillness, insight, or compassion have touched our hearts, may none of it belong to any one person. May it ripple outward, beyond this room, beyond this monastery, beyond all that we can see. I offer this merit with deep gratitude to my teachers, especially Venerable Panyawati and Venerable Panyadipa, whose lives continue to guide my own. May their aspirations continue to bear fruit in this world. I offer this merit to all those who have practiced here before us, those who have practiced here now, and those who will one day walk these paths after us. To our families and friends, supporters and benefactors, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May your generosity return to you many times over. To those who are sick, lonely, grieving, frightened, or living amidst violence and uncertainty, may they find safety, strength, and peace. To those who have had difficulties, may any hurt be released. May forgiveness arise where it can. May our hearts remain open. And to all beings in every direction without exception, may they be free from suffering. May they know peace, and may they awaken to their true nature. May the merit of this practice become conditions for wisdom to arise, compassion to deepen, and liberation to unfold for all beings. We'll end with this.
With a long time sun shine upon.
Sing along, everybody.
All love surround you, and the pure light that's within you guide your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light that's within you guide your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light that's within you guide your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light that's within you guide your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light that's within you guide your way home.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
And there's a special request by Kadara.
Can we take a picture, everybody? Yes. Okay, good. Stay where you are. You don't have to do it. Thanks. Except smile. I'm gonna move this just slightly. Okay, well, I don't know if we can. Oh. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Buddha bless. Sadhu, thank you.
Thank you, online. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone online, this is our full group.
There's Angela, Marilee, Sister Tokutokum, Alyssa, Lauren Bugs, Maya, Lisa Story, I said Angela, Charlie or Amsu, Bonnie and Jim, Maya.
Hiya.
Hi, Maya.
All right, so now there's food. There's probably a little rain, so we're going to do our best to make it all happen smoothly. Thank you all for coming. It means the world to me.